Let me begin with this interesting question now. We got ourselves the horse race. It is McCain. It is Obama. I think we have a chart that shows something of an Obama effect depressing the stock market. And I want to go to my friend Don Luskin and ask him, is this going to be a factor we have to live with between now and November and maybe beyond?
Yeah, but let me spin a scenario for you where it might go in a little bit of an unintuitive direction. If Obama is electable at all, it's because he's a cult figure. It's because everybody thinks he's this bright, young, fresh, uncorrupted, uncorruptible breath of fresh air who's going to kind of reset America and allow us to be proud in the world again, and it'll be great. First African-American president, you know the drill. If he's elected, it will be on a wave of good feelings and a wave of hope, maybe entirely irrational. But don't forget how important sentiment is to valuation. During the Bush presidency, because sentiment has just decayed and decayed and decayed along with Bush's approval ratings, multiples have decayed and decayed and decayed. If Obama is elected on a wave of hope, we could have a multiple expansion. Oh, it wouldn't last long, but just the smallest expansion would take the S&P 500 to new highs, and we all know how terrible his economic policies are going to be for next year, so it would give you the selling opportunity of a lifetime. How's that for a scenario?
That's a very interesting spider web you just spun. Let me just ask you, let's cut to the chase on this. Do you believe Obama is going to win, Don Luskin?
It's a coin flip. I don't know. I think it's going to be a tough race. McCain's going to give him a real run for his money.
Don Luskin, you've been very quiet during this whole discussion.
I don't. What can you say? You know, you just hear on these gigantic blanket assertions about how the middle class and everything else has been wiped out during the Bush presidency. So where can you begin? You can't even. That's not even wrong. No, it's just ridiculous. It's just off on a whole different dimension of fantasy. But listen. This comes back to the spider web I was reading earlier, weaving earlier.
Right.
People, when you guys say completely nonsensical stuff like that, a lot of people believe you because sentiment is so bad. So a guy like Obama is going to come in, and he's going to operate at the level of sentiment, not the level of fact.
Right, go ahead,
and for a brief period of time, we're going to get this great resurgence. But then the economy is going to get destroyed because the people he's going to put in charge of it are the kind of people he's putting in charge of his vice presidential search. Caroline Kennedy. What, wasn't Lady Diana available?
Don, hold it. The challenge in arguing with Don Luskin is that if you say the sky is blue, Don says you just said the sky is yellow. I did not make any broad statements about Bush destroying the economy or destroying the middle class. I made a factual statement that you can get to on one click on the Census Bureau website that says median family income is lower now than it was 6 years ago. If you want to take out one group or another, that is a simple fact. Meanwhile, productivity is up 20%. Let's find out how the definition
of family and household and income has changed all the time.
Let me try a different. Hold on a second.
And use it as a placeholder.
Hang on, gentlemen. Order in the court. Let me go a little different way. But also, profit margins are surprisingly strong through the first quarter. Profit margins are holding up well, in no small part. See that profit margins are still holding just where they were in recent years at close to 8%. And profits as a share of GDP.
But to Barack Obama and to Jared, those things are bad because profits and productivity mean that the rich have taken money out of the hands of union labor. Let me answer the question. I can tell you how Ben Bernanke knows. Ben Bernanke knows because he's responsible for the outcome. So he can say at Harvard today that it's not the 70s because yesterday he said, I, Ben Bernanke, am going to make sure it's not the 70s. Yeah. So he's talking true here.
I think that this segment, gentlemen. Jared Bernstein, on the strength of Obama's emergence and the head-to-head Obama-McCain, you buy or sell stocks, Jared?
Oh, I buy stocks based on where this economy is going to go under a pro-growth Obama regime.
There you go. Don Luskin, buying or selling, buddy?
I'm sorry, I'm still recovering. You buy now and you sell in February when the you-know-what hits the Obama fan.
All right, go to Don Luskin. Don, is Lehman falling apart? Is Einhorn the king? And are financials a bad bet?
I'm not a catastrophist here. I think the credit crisis is past. I think Einhorn's just talking his book and he's full of it. But that doesn't mean you want to be long this sector. Got to remember one thing about the financial sector, Larry. Subprime lending was their best idea. That's been taken away. What are they going to do for earnings growth? It's a broken business. It's a broken business. There are better things to invest in. Just because it's not the end of the world doesn't mean it's a good thing.
All right. I can give you the last word. Last night on this program, Dick Armey said that Pelosi and Reid will dictate policy terms and legislation to Obama just the way the Democrats did to Bill Clinton in 1993. Your quick thought.
I think that's a huge risk, and that is why Barack Obama's terrible political inexperience is going to cost the American public a lot of money. He's going to get rolled over.
All right.